To break the habit of excessive thinking, we have to break the habit of thinking. Thinking itself is, people think that they're somehow permanently damned, doomed, constantly to think. Nothing like that is true. Thoughts all come from somewhere. We produce somewhere between 60,000 and 100,000 thought forms in a given day. I learned that from my professor, who was a Nobel Prize-winning neurologist. That's a lot of thinking. And all those thoughts are streams of energy and intelligence. A thought has energy. We can even measure the energy in a thought using an EEG machine. But thoughts also have intelligence. They're discerning. They're about a specific thing. So thoughts are streams of energy and intelligence, and we're producing between 60,000 and 100,000 of these streams daily. Where is it all coming from? There's a place deep inside you, being, capital B, being. It's the source of thought, that fountainhead that produces all of these hundreds of thousands of streams of thought every day. We need to learn Vedic meditation and learn how to use a particular thought, a bija mantra, a particular kind of mantra that we use for this practice, to let the mind settle down to ever-increasing levels of charm, where the mind effortlessly moves from one state of happiness to a greater state of happiness until it reaches the bliss of being. And then all thinking stops. And then we revel in consciousness, silently enjoying being conscious, but with no thought form in it. So in order to break the habit of excessive thinking, we have to break the habit of thinking altogether. And we have to practice that twice every day, morning and evening, morning and evening. Now, we also need to know the purpose of thinking. Thinking is all about contemplating and considering moving from a state that you're in, the stasis, the status quo, to something that's more appealing. Is there anything more appealing than what I'm experiencing right now? Let me check my phone and see. Maybe there's something on my phone that is more appealing than what I'm experiencing right now. Maybe if I think about hanging out with some people tonight, it'll be more appealing than what I'm experiencing right now. What if I watch a TV program? It'll be more appealing than anything I'm experiencing right now. This whole thing about thinking is all about directing our attention toward something that's better than what we're currently experiencing. There's some review of the past. I experienced this, I experienced that, I tried that to try to make myself happy and it didn't work. Now here I am, and now let me move my thinking into something that's even better than what currently I'm experiencing or what I'm possessing. Now what happens when we get in the habit of transcending? We keep going into that field of bliss over and over and over again. Morning, evening, go beyond thought. Experience the bliss of being. What happens is being begins to take over, and being begins to generate our thoughts very selectively. Instead of 1 o'clock tomorrow, you have to be there at the dentist or something. And now it's, 12 hours before that, or 24 hours before that. Tomorrow I have to be there at 1. Tomorrow I have to be there at 1. And then, it becomes 2 o'clock in the afternoon the day before. Tomorrow I have to be there at 1. Tomorrow I have to be there at 1. Then it becomes 3 o'clock. Tomorrow I have to be there at 1. Tomorrow I have to be there at 1. And then it becomes nighttime. Tomorrow I have to be there at 1. Tomorrow I have to be there at 1. You wake up in the morning, you're eating your toast. Today I have to be there at 1. This whole thing going to the dentist, it took 20 minutes to drive over there. You've been thinking 24 hours about the same thing over and over and over again. This is excessive thinking. And all of that thinking eats up your energy. So we need to be able to stop all that nonsense. We need to capture the unboundedness of the bliss of being. And when we awaken in our awareness that baseline, of deep consciousness, then we're going to find that we only think about something once or twice and do it, rather than think 5,000 times the same thought in order to do one action. 15 hours of thinking for doing something that took 20 minutes to do is a very inefficient way of using our mental energy and power. It's exhausting to us. If already you're practicing Vedic meditation, then it's time for you to come on some advanced courses. Look online, see what it is that's offered on my website, ThomKnoles.com. See what's offered that you haven't yet participated in and start participating in that. Whatever it is that looks appealing to you, exploring the Veda, mastering the Siddhis, Mentors Circle, coming on a retreat with me in India, coming to New York City to meet me, whatever. See what's on that website that you're not yet doing. Transcend where you are, that is, go where you are not. And then you'll find that the advancement of your current level of experience will cause you spontaneously to stop thinking so much. Too much thinking, I agree, it's like a disease state. First, we have to be sure our Vedic meditation is in place twice every day, and not just any old Vedic meditation you learn online or something. So many people call all kinds of rubbish Vedic meditation these days. It should be Vedic meditation as taught by me, Thom Knoles. Look on my website and you'll see who all the teachers are, who are the teachers in good standing with me, and learn with one of those. Otherwise, if you've already learned, get on that website and go where you are not. Experience something more to enhance and intensify the quality of the experience that you're having. Jai Gurudev.